So we're back, girls, with another Fousey breakdown. But first, let me set the stage. A week ago, Fousey thought it would be a good idea to be the most annoying fourth wheel, because remember, Convy was there also. There has ever been. Fuck. 2 days later, he goes to the beach and puts on one of the worst streams anyone has ever seen.
The crash out is happening, and this is what you leave me with!
He then says he is going to be the biggest streamer in the world by December 31st, then goes missing according to his manager, who he actually fired. He actually fired everyone when he was at the beach, if you don't recall.
Nadeem, you're fired for not having Nick here. Nick, you're fired for not being here. Everybody's fired.
He then texts his manager saying that, hey, maybe I just wanted some time to myself. And it's like, you, out of all people, should never be allowed time alone to themselves, unsupervised. And his most recent stream only further proves that. Apparently, Fousey thought it would be better if he did his stream from a place where nobody can disturb him. So I'm assuming he just rented an Airbnb, and that was what the $1,000 he withdrew was part of. But he's basically streaming from this house, and again, it's only like an hour stream, and it's basically just a continuation from what he said on the beach. But now, instead of him just having a board, he has the whole corner of a room, and while it might be bigger, this one is even less coherent than the last one, having the same picture multiple times, none of them connecting to each other. But for this stream, since we're really just repeating ourselves at this point, I only have two things I want to go over until he does something like what he did at the beach and before. But for now, we're just going to skip to about 13 minutes in, where he starts telling us what happens to him after he does these streams, because according to him, there shouldn't have been anyone worried about him after he just spent an hour at the beach, not even remembering why the fuck he was there.
I forgot the whole point of why I'm doing this stream right now, so I'm trying to reel it back in.
But let's hear it from the man himself.
Imagine this, right? Imagine this. Can y'all hear me? Who's he talking to? I'm talking to you. Listen. Imagine this. You're sitting at home, right? You chilling. You big chilling, right? You got your feet posted up. You got Sour Patch Kids on deck. You got your phone, you're scrolling. You got something on Netflix. You got the PS5 open for no reason, right? Imagine this. People bust into your room, right? People that love you, of course, and say, we need to have a talk. And coming from a guy who got thrown into a psych ward last year on a fight, like, I wasn't crashing out the full 2 months. I crashed out in Miami on the final day that I didn't sleep 2 days, and that little decision cost me over 86 days of my life.
So obviously he's talking about when he was arrested for calling the cops on himself, and you can use the excuse that you were sleep deprived all you want, but I have never heard of anyone calling the cops on themselves after staying up for only 2 days. That happens on like day 5 of you smoking meth, not someone who is completely sober. So yeah, I can't imagine me sitting on a couch big chillin' only to have my family come in and say I need help. If that's what happens after 2 days of no sleep, then I'm assuming on day 3 you just start killing people. Like, that ratio doesn't even make sense. Stay up for 2 days and spend 86 days in rehab, or stay up for 2 days and just call it a night. Like, I've also never seen someone who stayed up for 2 days be this energetic other than someone who's been on heavy drugs. Like, regardless of how the 2 months before that went, and there's video proof that the whole 2 months were just leading up to this freak out, but even if this was his first incident, it was more than enough for him to be admitted.
So yesterday, right, I get told that it would be better, right? Imagine this. You're just sitting there big chilling. You know you're good. You're so grateful for life. You're happy. You're working hard. And all of a sudden you get told, we think you're better off going in somewhere. To do what? You know how many times I've gone in there? Going in there isn't what fixed me. It wasn't the medicine, it wasn't the people, it wasn't the isolation, it was none of that. It was the work that I had to do within myself to get out of it. So no, I'm not about to lose another how many months of my life. I'm not going to do that. No, and I find that extremely disrespectful. Like, genuinely, we can talk about it. You could tell me what you don't like, and if I don't make a correction after that point, because up to this point, it's been nothing but consistent action. And why am I being treated like a child?
Is this dude fucking serious? There's no way, after everything he's done, and I'm not just talking about the past couple days, but I mean everything this guy has put himself through over the years, he's asking why is he getting treated like a child? Mind you, later in the stream, he sits on the table and starts playing with the fucking abacus, talking about why am I being treated like a child? Who brings a child's toy with them when they're trying to make themselves seem badass? An abacus isn't even something you play with, it's for counting. That'll alone would have had me tracing his calls for me to get him admitted ASAP. I like how he also said that all we have to do is just tell him what he has to fix and he'll do it. And it's like, yeah, you've been given that chance 5 times already and have proven to everyone that it doesn't work. So the only thing left to do is treat you like the man-child you are. And if that means telling everybody your personal business so that there can be more eyes on you, then so be it. Like, I found this picture that describes the symptoms of schizophrenia, and Fousey checks off 5 out of the 6. And I'm sure if you asked him if he had hallucinations, he'd tell you something, making it a clean sweep. But like, look, this is from what I say, like 13 minutes in. Let's go to 40 minutes in, and he's again crying, talking about this is his last chance. Please, guys, give me one last chance.
I've had some of the best streams since I've been on the internet. I was consistent every day. I got my whole life in order. I'm cooking right now. And I just want to cook. That's it. This is my last chance. I get it. It happens every year. Just one chance. This one. Monitor it.
Now, you can't see his chat right now, but this is what they're saying. Every single person. And he says to monitor him like he already isn't under constant surveillance by his manager, but still found a way to make everyone think he was missing. Like, he keeps talking about what he's done in the past and how good his videos were in the past. And it's like, nobody gives a shit about what you used to do. Yes, you're a YouTube OG, but nobody needs to respect you for it, especially when you've done more than enough since then to lose everybody's respect. Like I said, unless he does something really big or something happens at his boxing event that he's apparently doing, I have no idea if that's true or not, but he keeps talking about this G7 boxing event that's happening at DreamHack, but if you go to their website, he is not mentioned at all. Like, they have these separate events that they do, and I thought that's what he was talking about, but I even did a Control F style search, and Fousey is mentioned 0 out of 0 times. But yeah, guys, if I can get this out fast enough, then it would be a double banger Friday, because no video tomorrow, because there is UFC, and if you guys remember, numbered UFCs and Bengals games take priorities over videos. I'm sorry, but I just make the rules and enforce them. Peace.